When a heat wave comes on through, it can be very difficult to keep the garden beautiful, to keep it going, and to still be able to enjoy it. For instance, right now, I am sitting out here and it's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but I am in the shade and the flowers look beautiful, and the heat wave is not going to ruin everything for us. No, it is not. Run into a problem with my fabulous vine, which I am just loving. Oh my God, I love the way it looks. Even if we don't get one single pumpkin from it, I love the way it looks. And we'll absolutely do this again next year. But the nail that was holding it up right there gave way. This is this is a unexpected development. I'm going to have to put something else in there, probably like a screw hook or something, to lift this back up out of the window well. Welcome to Frugal Family Gardens. My name is Julie. Let me show you what I have been up to the past several days in the gardens. By putting up that vine, re-securing it, look what I found. I never would have noticed this otherwise. So here it is, green and hidden. Beautifully camouflaged. Yeah, pumpkins, dang it. As much as they like heat, they also like lots of shade. Interesting. I'm learning a lot about pumpkins. Hallelujah. We will at least have one. And that was really, I mean, that was all I was hoping for at this point, was that we would at least get one. Okay, so it is crazy hot this week, and it will be. In fact, it's just going to get hotter throughout the rest of this week, into this weekend, into next week. And because of that, I am chopping like this. You can see this just had way too many plants and they were super tall and it just couldn't sustain. So I took out 2 of the giant marigolds and I chopped everything that was left so that it can survive. That's the goal. I'm coming through and I am going to be chopping a lot of stuff, which won't look terribly pretty, but is necessary for their survival this week. Absolutely necessary, because it's, like I said, it's just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter for days and days and days, and I don't want all this stuff to die. So I'm going to do lots of deep watering, but also chopping a lot of foliage back so that it just, you know, the potted plants, they're not having to support so much, you know, and that ends up killing the whole thing. So anyway, it won't look terribly pretty this week, but I also won't be out here much this week. It's too hot. While we are out here though, we have to appreciate a few things that are absolutely gorgeous, like this. Yes, more gorgeous, fabulous, sweet smelling sweet peas. I wish you could smell them. Oh my goodness. They are absolutely fabulous. Just this, well, I've told you guys, this is the first year that they've worked for me. And so there's that one. That's the only one that's flowering. And then there's another one right here, but it's not flowering yet. And I know there's at least one other. Hopefully the others will also bloom. Even if they don't, I am so just, oh no, here I go, tickled pink. Yes, I am. I am thrilled. Absolutely thrilled with how this is working out. Yeah, I thought they only would work in the spring. I was wrong. Anyway, I've got chopping to do. Oh, and a noisy neighbor to listen to. So we've talked many times about how this tree is a sibling to those trees planted at just about the same time. But because the city comes and trims it every year because of the lines, power lines, phone lines, whatever, it has turned into a much different kind of tree. It's the same tree, but it has grown much differently. You see, these are just straight up, almost useless trees. They don't give us any shade. This one provides shade. This is the lightning tree that I love so much. I have learned from this, though I was so mad that they would be coming and, you know, chopping it down every year, and usually it's a pretty ugly cut that they do. I've been grateful that that was the case because it turned it into this lovely shade tree. So now I am going to attempt to apply the same principle to some other plants, specifically this I think it's like a fake olive tree, not the basil, that purple basil, that's opal basil. Oh God, that's amazing stuff. But this tree or bush or shrub, it's like a false olive tree, something like that. It was an accident. It just kind of happened. I have another one in the front yard and they must have seeded from who knows what. I certainly didn't plant it, but I've been chopping it recently to see if it will get bushy and kind of, you know, thicken and kind of fill out. Wouldn't that be lovely? Wouldn't that be lovely? I think so. Stay tuned. We'll see if it works. I'm going to try it with that one and with a few other plants. Maybe some in this yard here in the Laughing Place, but also elsewhere. We'll see how it goes. Let's try with some of our fall flowers. This is some kind of mum. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really pretty. I would like it to fill out a little bit more though. So in cutting those back, I realized that actually we've got 2 plants. So after they're done blooming this year, I will go ahead and divide them. But we can now see the purple pincushions. I am still struggling, I don't know if I've even mentioned it to you guys, but with this kind of mildewy stuff on these plants, and it's from the water. Our irrigation water has been very sulfur-y. Is that a word? Anyway, it's been stinky and it's been leaving this just like mildew on a lot of the plants. See that? Yeah, awful stuff. So I don't know if that's actually like really bad for the plants, but I don't like the way it looks and I hate the way the water smells. Anyhow, let's hope that this will work the way that I want it to, that by cutting these shorter, they will fill out and get nice and bushy. I am also going to attempt to grow some new plants from these clippings. Never been very successful at that, so wish me luck. I'm stripping the leaves to make stems. Still got these 2 to do, and I will just compost, of course, all that foliage, and then we'll stick these in some dirt and hope for the best. This morning, they look much happier, though rather, you know, barren and stark. Definitely much improved from their sad, droopy, dehydrated state of last night. Got a couple of tomatoes that are almost ready over here. You can see this one starting to turn. Several more. We've got lots of fruit going. And with this crazy hot streak that we're dealing with this week, I don't know, maybe it'll be a good thing, because normally by now we would be cooling down and these tomatoes would pretty much be a lost cause. So, hey, let's look for the positive in this insane hot streak. Oh, there is one getting some color over there too. Yeah, okay. We are finding things to be happy and positive about, even during unpleasant times. My own tomato from my own garden. This is the second one that has fully ripened, and I'm going to enjoy it. Be nice with a little bit of salt. Another thing I've learned this year, a pot this small is not enough for a cosmos. Well, I mean, maybe a dwarf cosmos, but definitely not this cosmos. Okay, now at the end of summer, coming into fall, I have finally made my homemade Italian seasoning. I used this bottle, which was from parsley flakes that we had found in the bins. We used up all the parsley flakes over time, and I went ahead and saved the bottle, and hallelujah, it's finally done. My mixed color Italian seasoning. It has, let's see, I should write like the ingredients, huh? I should put that on there. But it has basil, it has purple basil and green basil, it has sage, 2 different kinds of parsley. I think it was flat leaf, and then like some fancy kind, I don't remember. What else did I put in? Well, shoot, I can't remember. But anyway, it smells really good. It looks really good. I'm pretty darn proud of this. We have tons more of these herbs growing in the garden, so I'm probably going to make some more. But I think instead of drying it on like cookie sheets, I'm going to put it in the dehydrator and try it that way, just to, I don't know, do something a little different. And I will save another bottle from something else, because I know we have other things that are almost gone. So yeah, we'll be doing some more. But how exciting is that? My own fresh from the garden Italian seasoning.